I want to share a story about forgiveness. I hired a person that was going through deep depression. She had just went through a divorce with a husband that unfortunately beated her. And she was really in the deep hole, and she came to see me because she used to have a travel agency, and she was leading tours to the Holy Land. So she felt a connection with us. And I welcomed her with open arms and told her she could come whenever she wanted. I offered her a computer and a desk that she could come to, and she didn't have the energy to stay for a full day, and so we just arranged an agreement on commission so she could work the hours she wanted and just, I believed in her. I really did. And it touched her and it gave her strength, and she rebuilt herself. And it worked very well. At one point, she became my success story. I mean, she was bringing so many groups, and people adored her as a tour leader. She was so passionate about the Holy Land. And it was getting big. And then at one point she realized that by that time she had a fixed salary. That's what she preferred. But then she realized that she was bringing so much money to the company that she would like to go back to a 50% commission, that she would be making more than her salary. So it was a big argument. At first I was trying to negotiate with her and explain that like the expenses of the company had also increased with the growth of the company. That yes, of course she contributed a lot, and I was recognizing it. But like the 50% at that point was just too much, because we would have had to cut on some expenses. I had an assistant working for her full time, and it just didn't make sense at that point. And then, unfortunately, it ended up very bitter. She decided to go with a competitor that probably offered her 50%. And I felt betrayed, not just because she went for the competition. I mean, that happens. But unfortunately, it was bad. I mean, she really hurt me in many ways and came to recruited from my team of tour leaders. So anyway, I felt betrayed, very hurt, and I thought I could never forgive her. Years passed, and I prayed because I felt it was like hatred in me, and I felt it was destroying me. I really thought forgiveness was the key to heal, but I didn't know how. So I really prayed God to help me forgive her. And I think it takes time. It takes time. Jean Bourquet wrote about that there are different steps in forgiveness. You can't just decide, okay, I will forgive. It takes time, and you have to go through steps and to recognize your own hurt, your own feelings, and step by step to go towards forgiving. So at one point, I think I was finally in peace, but yeah, I didn't feel I could get in touch with her or anything. But then during the pandemic, I heard that the company she was working for closed down. And I thought of her and thought, well, she's without work now. And maybe could, open a door. So I wrote her an email, and I kind of hinted that, if you feel you would like to come back, then the door is open. Then her answer was not so nice. And she said, "Why would I go back with you?" And I'm like, "Okay, I won't go there." So I just didn't bother and just forgot about it. And I'm like, "Okay, I'm in peace, but I won't try that again." And then I had a dream. And the dream was so vivid. I saw her in my dream. She was against the wall, sitting down against the wall, sitting on the floor. And I reached to her. I held a hand. And at first she was just mad at me and she didn't want my hand. But then she reached out and it just felt so real. I felt her hand. And when I woke up, I still had the feeling I had touched her hand. And it was so weird. And I thought, why did I have that dream? And I started praying, and because it stayed with me, and I don't know why. And I said in my prayer, if you want me to reach out, then you got to help me, because I have nothing to say to her. So I had an inspiration to read the article that, anyway, she had shared an experience about how the fact that I hired her helped her rebuild herself, and a sentence stuck with me. It said she was touched that I had believed in her. And so I started an email saying that I still believed in her. Why? Because she was so passionate about the Holy Land. I had never seen anyone so passionate. The bishops were still telling me, "Oh, I remember I went with this woman. She was just so fantastic. She was our tour leader, and she was just so passionate about the Holy Land." And I'm like, that's a gift. That's from God. I mean, she's bringing people to the Holy Land, and she inspires people, and that's a gift. And I want to give her the opportunity to keep on living, to keep her mission, to keep it alive. Because my husband was telling me, you're crazy, why do you reach out to her? He didn't talk to me that morning, but he told me before, because I had written this email. Anyway, the first one. So I wrote that email saying that I still believed in her, no matter what, and that I forgave her, that I was hoping she would forgive me too, because in such a situation, I mean, there's always two sides. So I acknowledge that maybe I had not been, maybe I had done something to hurt her as well. Anyway, so I sent an email, not expecting anything in return. But she did answer me, and her answer was very, very nice. She said she forgave me and that she was sorry, and I couldn't believe it. She was opening up, and exactly like the dream, she was accepting my hand. We decided to do a partnership at the beginning on commission base for the groups that she would bring, and it worked out. It worked out well until the war in Israel. But we had a few groups, and she was happy. And I saw her again in Jerusalem, because she lives pretty far from Montreal now. So I saw her again for the first time in Jerusalem, and it was wonderful to see her. Yes, and we're still in touch.